This is a video about the gear I had on my motorcycle last year when we was on a trip to Norway. And the thing you see here in the sofa is almost what I had last year. This is the tank bag that I had on my tank on the motorcycle, on the fuel tank, and this bag, dry sack, I had on the pillion on the motorcycle, and this is the tent that we had. One more thing, I also have this sleeping pad, and both the tent and the sleeping bed I also had on the pillion on the bike, and beside of this thing I have some tools that I stored in my ammo can box that I had on the bike. And we can start with a tank bag. As you can see, there is a pretty much thing in the bag. In this side pocket I had rain protection for the bag, and I also have some plastic bags, and in this side pocket I had some handkerchiefs, some tissues, paper, and the navigator I have here today, and some more plastic bag, and I also have some of my charging cable for the GoPro and the mobile phone and the power banks. And Sonja also have this type of bag on her bike, and she also had a sleeping pad, but no tent and no tank bag. This textile thing, pocket, is something that I have made myself, and the reason of that is when the bag sits on the tank, it goes like this, and when you open the lid there is risk that things that are on top in the bag falls out of the bag, and this little pocket makes it stay better. I used to bring at least 2 bottles with water in the bag, and that's for coffee and to drink during the trip. But we mostly had 4 bottles, 2 in this tank bag and 2 more bottles with water in one of the ammo can boxes, and that's enough because we had to stop and fill up the bikes with petrol at the petrol station, and yeah, then you can ask if you can fill up the bottles. So normally you only need water to be able to make some coffee and drink some water during the trip between the petrol station. And we also slept at camping places, and at those places you have kitchen and toilets and things like that, so there is no problem to fill the bottles with water during the trip, so you don't have to bring a big amount of water on the bike. Yes, water bottle, and I also have this jar for coffee. Katniss. For you that have cats, you know that they are very curious. Hand sanitizer, some type of first aid, and we also have a little plastic bag with the most necessary toiletries, like shampoo and soap and tooth brushes and things like that. Toilet paper, and as I mentioned before, as we stay on camping place, there was no problem with toilet paper, but I think it's good to have a little extra when you're traveling. And in this box I have some batteries and memory card and cables for the GoPro. Katten. Ja. And the stove. Some utensils for eating. Plastic containers for making food. We eat noodles, and we also have two lid for the plastic container, and if you don't eat all the food at the evening, you can put on the lid, and you can eat the rest of the food the day after. So wash for washing hands and doing the dishes. Yeah. Okay, here we have all the gears laying on the floor, and this is the sleeping bag, and that's a really old sleeping bag. I don't know which temperature rating it have, but I guess maybe -5 degrees Celsius, based on the size and the weight of the bag. It's not that big, as you can see here. It's possible to compress a lot, but I have found that it's better to not compress the bag before I store it in the dry sack, because I compress everything in the dry bag, and if the sleeping bag is compressed before, there will be air between the sleeping bag and the rest of the things. So I also have for sleeping, I have the sleeping pad. It's a very thin one, but we also have some type of inflatable air mattress, and this is for comfort, but they are not insulated, and because of that we have this sleeping pad for insulation and to protect the air mattress. And we also found that the sleeping pad is very good to sit on the ground and use the front tire of the bike as a backrest. So air mattress and sleeping pad, and we also have use some of the clothes as pillow, no pillow. A couple of thin fabric trousers, and I also have this jacket, and I don't think I use it. Maybe I use it some evening, but I think I use it most as a pillow. So maybe I don't take that one this year. I may take a different jacket, or use the liner from the motorcycle jacket as a pillow or jacket. I also have this jacket, and that's one of the reasons that I think that I don't need the other jacket, because I have this one and this one is better because you have this to protect you from mosquitoes and things like that. And for you that have been in Sweden in the summer, and I guess not only here, but you know that you have to have something to protect you from the mosquitoes, because that's not enough to only use mosquito repellent. You need some type of clothing to protect you. A pair of extra long johns and a sweater. So I have one pair of long johns and sweaters to drive in, and then I change for the night to get dry clothes. And this type of shoes is very good to have when you stay at a camping place. And I also have this water bladder, and I never use it at the trip last year, and because of that I'm not gonna take this on this trip. It's a waste of space. And those white plastic sheets I have as ground sheet for the tent one. And here is the tent. To this trip I bought this ground stake that hopefully will be a little better when the ground is hard. So one thing that was very difficult last year was to get in shade. It was very hot last summer and very much sun. So I will take some type of tarp for protection for sun. But in the other hand, maybe it will rain all the trip this year. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yes, I was almost forget this one. This is a towel. So that's what we have last summer, last trip. And I think I will take out this jacket and this water bladder, and I will change the tent stakes, and I also think I will change this underwear for underwear that are fully synthetic, and maybe a sleeping pad that's a little better quality than this one. This is what we are taking on a trip, and it's a lot of stuff, of course, and yeah, but you cannot sleep directly under the sky, so you have to have something, and we'll see what we take this year. If you have any good advice of gear that you think I need to have on my trip, or if I have too much gear, maybe you can help me to find out what gear to don't take on my next trip. And if you have any question about the gear or my trip last year, please leave a comment below. I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please give it a thumb up, And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe for my channel. And thank you for watching, and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.